It's Lemmy from Kellerhead Studios, and today we're going to talk about IRs. IRs, or impulse responses, are basically a way for us to capture a dynamic system, meaning that it's either a room, a cave, or a guitar cabinet. It doesn't really matter. The point in dynamic system means that we capture the frequency response of that space or piece of gear, and also the reverberation time of the different frequencies. For example, when you catch an IR of a guitar cabinet, you're not just capturing the guitar cabinet, you're also capturing the microphones used, the preamps, and of course, the space which it was recorded in of the room. So why do you need IRs? IRs are a way to either play with your real amp head, your tube head, without connecting it to a real cabinet. So when you want to record in a quiet environment, or also live. So why the fuck do we need IRs? There are two ways to implement it, basically. Either that you want to play at home in a low level and you just want to use your tube amp or plug-in, whatever, without having to crank up the volume or just get your neighbors pissed for in the morning. You just want to play in a quiet environment, or do you want to have more control over sound live? For example, I don't have a driver license, and playing in gigs that don't pay well, which is very often in hardcore and metal, I don't want to spend money on a cab to drag my fucking half stack to a show that is basically going to be maybe less than 30 minutes of a set, and we're not going to get paid for this. As much as I love playing with high quality sound, I don't want to break my back for smaller gigs. So what I do, I have a small pedal board that's my entire rig. So I have my booster, I have my preamp emulator, and then basically I have a splitter. One signal goes through an IR loader into a DI, so all that I need to do is take an XLR from the audio engineer, connect it to my DI, and I'm golden. So as I said before, IRs of cabinets actually captures the cabinets, the microphones, the preamps, and the room that they're in. And that's the greatest part, because when you take your own amp to different locations and venues, every time there's no one preset. You have to basically match your guitar tone into the room, because some rooms are too boomy, some rooms are too bright. It's just a lot of hassle, and you never know what's going to happen. Even the sound engineers that try to do their best to get a great sound, they usually just shove the microphone in a certain location that they're used to and hope for the best. And there's not a lot of time to basically match your tone to your dream tone when you're doing live gigs. You just have no time. That way, I know exactly how I'm going to send, like the source of the sound I'm going to send, how it's going to sound like. And I send it in the best possible way to the front of house guy, so he just have a processed audio and ready to go. You don't have to process it as much, because I know how it's going to sound. It's going to sound great. And I haven't forgot about the split. So the other signal in the split just goes to a power amp into a 1x12 cabinet, which is the most that I'm willing to carry with me for smaller gigs. And obviously IRs can also be used for plugins and modelers where you don't want or cannot connect them to a guitar cabinet. How to use IRs? I'm glad you asked. So basically what we have here is a DAW, and there are a lot of free IRs loaders out there. So if we'll go to STL Tones, we have the NAD IR, which is totally free, and it basically allows you to load up to 2 different IRs. So if I want to load one of my IRs, all I need to do is to click over here, and for example, to take one of the IRs from our new package, the 2000s. So let's say I want Scooby-Doo. I load Scooby-Doo, and I have Scooby-Doo loaded in my IR loader. I send it balanced only to left, so it will be only this IR, and I'm ready to go. I'm going to leave below links to the NAD IR from STL Tones. It's absolutely stellar. I hope this video helped you to better understand what IRs are and how to actually use them. Have a great weekend, guys. See you.